77. Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. A couple of weeks ago we ran this war game. Could UK be defended from a huge Russian ballistic and cruise missile strike? We took one Russian ballistic missile submarine, one regiment of bombers, threw all of their missiles against a target in London to see how well contemporary UK defence would withstand it. The results, if you are British, were a little worrying. You guys wanted a follow-up attacking America. First, I had to decide what's going to be the target, and I think it has to be Washington DC, and in fact, why not the White House itself? Next, I had to do some research. In fact, before we do research, let me apologise for my voice. I'm having long-term voice problems and health problems, and it's particularly bad today. I'll do the best I can. In terms of research, I had to find out how well Washington is defended and with what missile systems. Before I did the research, I would have assumed it would have been defended by hundreds of SAMs in various complex layers. It turns out it's actually defended by just 3 relatively simple, small layers. The first and main layer is NASAMS 2 from 2007. Up to 3 batteries have been spotted around the Washington area. The second layer, specific to the White House itself, is Avenger, a system that fires FIM-92 Stinger missiles. On average, 3 are based around the White House, 1 amazingly on the roof, 1 to the north and 1 to the south. Finally, the third layer, Stinger MANPAD, shoulder-launched low-range missiles, up to 10 contained within the White House. So overall, I was pretty disappointed. And I asked you guys at this point, why so few and so limited SAMs defending the Washington area? Really not what I would have expected. And on to today's war game. Today, it's going to be China attacking Washington. They're going to be attacking with up to 4 Type 094 SSBNs, ballistic missile submarines. Each will have 12 JL-2 ballistic missiles, so a total of 48. In terms of the geography, we don't have the correct piece of terrain as usual, so I've had to make it out of a piece of Southern America. This bit of the coast is about the right shape, so it'll do for today. Here we have Washington, the correct 100 miles away from the coast, and the Chinese submarines will be 100 miles further to the east. The missiles they're using today could achieve around 5,000 miles, but I couldn't do that in the game, and I wouldn't want to even if I could because it'll take too long. So 200 miles firing range today. For reference, Baltimore, Philadelphia, and New York, all to scale. So let's talk about the layers of defence we're going to use today. We're going to use the 3 layers that they use in real life, NASAMS 2, Avenger and Stinger. As well as that, we're going to add on 3 more layers, the more capable NASAM 3, the Patriot system and THAAD. So if we go from bottom to top, Stinger has an intercept range of ballistic missiles of, surprise surprise, 0 feet, because it can't intercept ballistic missiles. Avenger, same problem, 0 feet. NASAMS 2, at least in DCS and very possibly in real life, against the type of ballistic missiles we'll be using today, again, will not be able to make the intercept. Moving on to the more capable systems, NASAM 3, the most modern variant of NASAMS, an upper limit of altitude of ballistic missile of 90,000 feet. The next layer, layer 2, will be Patriot, PAC 3 MSE variant, the most capable we have for this type of work. Intercept altitude of up to 120,000 feet. And finally, THAAD, designed to hit ballistic missiles high up, exactly where you want to hit them, with an intercept ceiling of 450,000 feet. Let's see how we've set everything out. So this today is Washington, just a very small piece of it and a very silly piece of it. Here is our version of the White House. Layer 6 is going to be the MANPADs, and we have the 10 MANPADs apparently as per real life. The next is going to be the Avengers, one here, and one here that's playing the one on the roof. And you can find all these pictures on the internet pretty easily of the systems defending the White House and the Washington area. Next, we have the 3 small NASAMS 2 batteries. These will be firing AIM-120 AMRAAM missiles as per real life with an intercept range of about 10 miles. Next, NASAMS 3. These fire AMRAAM ER missiles with a range of around 30 to 40 miles. Next we have Patriot, PAC 3 MSE. Each launcher has 12 missiles, range about 60 miles. And finally, THAAD. Per launcher will have 8 missiles, range about 100 miles, or as we said, a ceiling of around 450,000 feet. Rather than just running this all together, I figured we would do this in a scientific way while keeping it enjoyable. We'll start with just the defense the White House has now, NASAMS 2, Avenger and Stinger, and we'll start with just one submarine with 12 missiles. So here is our version of Washington in DCS. It doesn't quite look like the real thing. Here's our White House for today, or the closest we can get. Here's our 10 MANPADs. Here's our 3 Avengers. And here's our 3 batteries of NASAMS 2. Here's our 12 Chinese missiles fired by that submarine there, which is actually a Type 093 submarine. The wrong type, but we can make it fire missiles still. In terms of the ballistic missiles, we don't have the JL2. In fact, technically, we don't really even have proper ballistic missiles. We have these kind of hybrid ballistic missiles. They can go up to an altitude of about 300,000 feet, so they can officially get into space. In terms of speed, they're going to be a little bit off. They're going to peak at about 7 or 8 times the speed of sound. A real ballistic missile will probably do a bit more than that. But what's important is the terminal kind of re-entry speeds are going to be more realistic. They're going to be between, I'd say, about Mark 4 and Mark 7 with an impact velocity of just over Mark 4. You can see the credentials down at the bottom, 2,500 knots, currently at 180,000 feet. I'm guessing that's about 7 times the speed of sound. And there you can see our North American coast today. Our map will be available today, and we have the ability to speed things up if we get a bit bored. Missiles peaking 245,000 feet, so didn't quite make it into space today. Space being, I think, just over 300,000 feet. That is very high. So while we've got a bit of talking time, viewers, I reiterate a question to you. Where is the big missile defense around Washington? Where is THAAD? Where is Aegis? Where is Patriot? Because I can't find it. Also, the first one to spot Washington gets a prize. It's down there somewhere. 50,000 feet. There's Washington. There's the defense units. You can probably guess what's going to happen now, viewers. Bear in mind that none of those units down there have the ability to tackle a Mark 5 ballistic missile. I apologise, viewers, I knew that was going to happen. That's our control test, just showing the flight of the missiles. Next, let's use the same 12 ballistic missiles, but let's add a NASAMS 3 battery. And here's the battery. I've taken the liberty of increasing the number of launchers from 4 to 8 after realising or remembering that each launcher only carries 6 missiles, so 6 AMRAAM ERs with a range of 40 or 50 miles, times 8, 48 missiles in the battery, just to make sure that it doesn't run out. And the ballistics are up. We can speed it up, so we will speed it up as we watch the Earth's horizon start to curve as we get above 200,000 feet. 250. Now the max intercept altitude of the NASAMS 3 is about 90,000 feet, so we can have a good guess when they're going to fire, if they're going to fire. That's 150, 140, 110. Let's switch to the units. Pause. Sorry to pause, viewers, but it's a scientific test at the end of the day. I want to see when they fired. They fired at a lateral range of 16 nautical miles and an altitude of 65,000 feet. So a little bit less than what they can do, but there's always going to be inefficiencies and stuff in there. 7 missiles out. 10. Now it's all about the intercept efficiency, the probability of kill. How well are they going to tackle those missiles? And it's probably best if we look at here to get the best. Pause. One got through. One got through. Wow, look at that. Slow motion. Just not quite efficient enough. Oof. So, very impressive. And they took out 11, but 1 got through. So just not quite powerful enough. Oh, 2 got through. 2 got through. They took out 10. So there's not much more we can do with that. We're going to have to go and add a Patriot battery to try and get through this first stage. Patriot battery added. There's 12 missiles per TEL, so I've just got the original 4 launchers. So a total of 48 missiles per battery again. lateral range about 60 miles, intercept altitude 120,000 feet. Missiles out again, let's take some time to enjoy the view. And speed up. So, descending. Pause about there. 140,000 feet. Pause again. Sorry, viewers. I know it's not very sexy, but it's useful data. So, they fired at 30 nautical miles laterally, but more importantly, at 128,000 feet elevation. Nine missiles out. This is what they look like. They're a one-piece hit to kill missile, and these are the ballistic missile interception thrusters. Now, again, how well are they going to intercept? Hopefully better than AMRAAM. Probably better than AMRAAM. AMRAAM being fired. One interception, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good interceptions, and some AMRAAMs came in to finish them off as well. Only 3 left, so 9 missiles were fired and 9 ballistics were taken out. AMRAAMs finishing up. Intercept, a miss and a hit, and hit. Right, 12 missiles easily taking out with PAC-3 and NASAMS 3. Let's move up to 2 submarines. 24 ballistics fired, and the set out is the same as it was before. I think we'll watch from here this time, viewers, just to see exactly what happens. 15 SAMs out. Perfect PK, almost perfect PK from the PAC-3. AMRAAMs follow up. 49 SAMs out, wowee. Right, can they manage the 24? It's going to be very close. Don't think they're going to do it. One missile's got through. Oh, 24 by the skin of their teeth, and they're still smashing out SAMs. Let me just double check. The Stingers are moving. That's how close it got. The Stingers started moving around in anticipation. Right, 24 down. Let's go to 3 submarines. 36 missiles fired. Let's just enjoy the view. Approaching intercept altitude. Twenty SAMs out. Intercepts. Oh, I don't know about this. Let's watch from this view. Jeez. Probably half a dozen, maybe a dozen got through onto the White House. Yeah, absolutely smashed. Just could not cope with 36. Right, let's bring in some high altitude defense as we watch these units cook off. Same 32 attacking missiles. This time we have an additional battery, the THAAD battery. There is the massive radar. There is the CP. Missiles being fired. Here is the tail. Each tail carries 8 bad interceptors. I've got 5 tails, so a total of 40. And I'm not actually sure when THAAD is going to fire, because it can fire in terms of altitude at any point during the missile's path. It's probably going to be limited to the lateral range of about 100 miles, so it's probably going to fire at about the coast. So if I just speed up and we can watch the unit. Interceptors out, and it fired indeed about 100 miles. Here is the interceptor. It's a massive, very powerful, very fast 2-piece rocket. You've got the booster there, and you've got the actual kill vehicle there with the anti-ballistic thrusters there. Oops. Now, what's the probability of kill going to be again? That's the kill vehicle there. It doesn't have a warhead, it just smashes itself into the thing it's trying to take down. Kill vehicles, 140,000 feet, 150,000 feet. Wow, this is kind of cool, right? 160,000 feet. Still going. Kill vehicles, 180,000 feet. Probably not going to see much from there. Maybe. No, probably. Oh, we've got intercepts. Hit, hit, miss, miss. Hit, miss, miss, miss. Hit. Miss, miss, miss. About 50% PK. Interesting. Fired again. Right, are we going to get a better percentage of PK here? Again, we best watch here. Quick. Quick. Miss, miss, hit, hit, miss, miss, miss. About 50% again. So, about 20 ballistic missiles being taken out, and here come the Pack 3s. Whoosh. Another half dozen taken out. Here come the AMRAAMs and Pack 3s. A few more taken out. Oh, I don't know what I've done there. Ugh. Sorry. Just taken out. So that is 36 taken out with 40 THAAD interceptors, 22 Patriot Pack 3, and 36 AMRAAM ER. 98 SAMs were fired. Absolutely amazing. At a cost of $500 million. But it did it. It saved the White House from 36 missiles. Right, I've got to go and fix whatever the hell I just dragged onto the screen and completely misshaped. And then I'll be back and we'll move up to the 4 submarines, I suppose. 48 ballistic missiles up. And we know roughly when they intercept at the coast, so we can speed forward. And go and watch the interceptors. Oh, just in time. Initial salvo, 20 THAAD fired. Probably 50% again. Miss. Hit. Hit. Miss. Miss. Hit. Miss. 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 Hit. Hit. Miss. Miss. 50% again. Next interceptor's up. All THAAD's gone. Figured maybe it'd be more fun this time if we watch from here, viewers. This is the rearmost. There they are. Look at that. Those are the THAADs. This is the rearmost defensive missile. 50 defensive missiles out. Wow, 41 THAADs out. Huh. Probably just the scoreboard playing up. 9 Patriots out. AMRAAM's firing. Place your bets now, viewers. What is going to happen? No one knows at this point. 67 SAMs out. $77. Oh, viewers! I I can only apologise, but 48. I counted, what, 4 missiles got through? And I must admit, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting them to be defended. So it just shows you never know what's going to happen. So, let's try and make some order of that, viewers. 12 missiles can be defended by... No, NASAMS 3 couldn't even defend 12 missiles, could it? You need Patriot battery and a NASAMS 3 battery to defend 12 missiles. And when I say 12 missiles, it's worst case scenario. So 12 missiles fired perfectly, time on target. But, you know, that's how we like to do it. If you want to take 24 missiles down, time on target, you need, it was the same, wasn't it? A big NASAMS battery, or several small ones, and a Patriot Pack 3 battery. If you want to shoot down 36 missiles, you need NASAMS 3, you need Patriot, and you need a big THAAD launcher, a big THAAD battery as well. And it looks like there's not much you can do against 48, and we've seen this before. In our Aegis at sea fights that we've done, with SM3, SM6, SM2, ESSM, we found that there's a saturation point where there's a certain number of missiles fired at them when they'll start leaking and getting through. And that's about 70, I think, 60, 70. For the kind of a shore variant like this, NASAMS 3, Patriot, THAAD, again, last time we found it was about 40 to 50. So this ties in beautifully to that. 40 to 50 against this type of land-based linked system is going to oversaturate it. Just too many missiles in the air at once. Too confusing, too difficult to deconflict them, starts causing problems. So it's nice to see it all tied up again. How would you go further to absolutely stop them? Well, you just need to keep adding batteries. Add another THAAD battery and you'll do it. Add another Patriot battery and you'll do it. But I thought it was a very good experiment anyway. Well, there you go, viewers. You wanted to see what would happen if you launched 48 Chinese ballistic missiles at the White House with their defense as they have it now, and their defense, you know, if we wanted to upgrade it. And there's a result. I hope you enjoyed that, and bye-bye.